Okay, last video, I swear. So, this is the story I told today. It's a good story. It's one that makes me look good, but it's also one that makes me feel good about myself. I don't have to look good. I just have to feel good about the outcome. I'm taking my hike, and I'm passing by, there's a rehab center in town. It's like a little, I don't even know how to put the building. It's a weird building. It's kind of like it might have been an apartment complex or something, but it's now a rehabilitation center. And this guy was walking, and he has tattoos on his neck, and he has like a teardrop, and I know what that means. But he's walking and playing on his phone, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? He's like, hey, how are you? I'm good. I'm like, I'm great. This weather is awesome. And his response was, yeah, it is. I could live like this year round. I said, did you know in Ireland it's like this year round? Because it was like 50s. And he's like, what? I said, this is Ireland. Overcast skies, 50 degrees. And he's like, wow, this would be perfect. He says, I bet you're Irish. And I said, of course I'm Irish. I'm part Irish. I'm part everything. And he's like, from your red hair. And I'm like, well, actually, the red hair is German. Go figure. Because my mom has the reddish brown eyes and the auburn hair, but I got more reddish than auburn. And I said, well, and I described just enough so the guy wasn't like bored to tears with my bullshit stories. But as we were getting ready to part, I said, I have one word of wisdom. Oh, I'm sorry. So what happened was he then said, I'm having my second baby. And I realized my life is in the hole, and I need to like figure shit out. I'm like, so I've checked into this rehabilitation center, and I'm like, good. And I said, oh, not good that you're in the rehabilitation center. Good that you realize there's something going on that you need help with, and good for reaching out and getting the help. And he says, I understood where you're coming from. I said, no, I need you to understand the world wants you here. He said, what? I said, you need to talk to yourself like you would an 8-year-old you love. And he's like, okay. I said, would you put up with somebody else talking to you the way you talk to yourself? And he just stopped and he said, no. Then why do you talk to yourself that way? You are worthy of being treated with the utmost of respect. You will flounder, you will fuck up, you will do all kinds of just not good things. But you have to say, what did I learn from this? What steps do I need to take to not do this again? Or not have this thing happen to me again? And he's like, huh. And I just kept going. I'm like, dude, you deserve to be happy just like everybody else does. You have to ask yourself, how can I treat myself with respect? How can I treat myself with dignity? And how can I treat myself with compassion to get to the goals I need to get to? And to keep my eyes on those goals. And he just kind of sat there and he's like, can I get your information? You seem like somebody that I really need to have in my life. Gave him my cell phone number. I gave him my Facebook information. I know. And I said, if you need somebody to tell you you're doing a good job, get a hold of me. I'm okay with that. I tell people all the time at work, just in passing, you're doing a great job. And they just look at me like, how do you know what kind of job I'm doing? And I'm like, I don't need to know anything. I can tell you're doing okay. I can tell what you're doing is good. You need to start saying what I'm doing is good. And when I told people at work, they all went, that was really powerful. And I said, yes, it was. It has taken me a very long time to get here. And now I need other people to see this and hear this because you're doing good. And if something is going wrong, ask yourself, what am I learning from this? How can I not have this happen again? And you will be fine. I love you guys.